Hey guys, it's Jen, and I'm back this time with an 8.5 by 11. I'm doing a layout of our nephew and one of his school pictures, and this is using some really old basic gray papers. I believe it's Sugar Rush is the name of it. The orange background paper I just got from one of the paper pads that I had, and it matched the orange. It's not an identical match, but it complemented the orange in his shirt, so I used that. The orange that was on one of the B sides of the gray or the basic gray paper was just, it was too bright. I didn't care for it, so I went with this more muted one. It has sort of like a heather finish to it. It's got like some lines going through it, so that's what I used. And this is just like a wallet size picture. That's why I went with the 8.5 by 11 scrapbook size. And this paper's really, really thin. The basic gray paper is good, but this orange paper is just really flimsy. It has a neat texture to it, though, but it's just really flimsy, so. Just getting the edges. I'm going to edge everything here, make it look more cohesive. And that was just an offcut, one of the B sides that I had left over, so I went ahead and used that because it was blue and it was a complementary color. I have that red star sort of banner over towards the right because I thought maybe I would use it, but it just didn't work, so it doesn't make it on this layout at all. So I decided I'm going to put the picture in one of these little gray Polaroid deals here, so I'm trimming the picture down even more to get it to fit in there. And this is my acid-free tape. I use the general purpose ATG tape for everything else, but anything that touches the photos I use acid-free. And I find that that's the most economical way for me because I use a lot of adhesive, and if it's not actually touching the picture, I don't see the need for it to be acid-free. So instead of paying $10 for 2 rolls of acid-free, I spend $6, and then I just get a few rolls of the acid-free tape there to just use on my pictures. So that's my workaround. So I have these fabric, I think they're Amy Tangerine, and I was just looking to see if I wanted to use that banner, and I do end up using it. The orange arrow, I had, I can't remember if I trimmed that, if it's like that, the way it is, like with the fishtail banner or not, I can't remember. Like I had it on, and then I took it off, and then I put it on, and I was like all over the place, so I don't remember if I use it on this layout or the other one, but and I can't tell, so I guess it'll be a surprise for both of us. So I'm popping up the Polaroid there with some of the foam tape I get at Big Lots, which I sent my husband in there to look for a few weeks ago, and I don't think they carry it anymore, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for foam tape, because I certainly don't want to spend an arm and a leg, but we shall see. So now I must be looking for embellishments or letters or something. So yeah, I put that arrow down, and then I pick it back up in a few minutes because I just, it's not working. Orange on orange is just not working. And I thought I would try yellow. I'm like, ooh, it's hideous. And I'm like, well, maybe I can move it around, and it just doesn't work, so. I put that away, and then I end up getting it out for, I think, the other layout. So I'm just going through some of my stickers. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do here. I keep thinking about these woolies, and just nothing was working. So I'm going to go ahead and put the title down, which I decided would be School Days, because I'm really bad at titles, and I just didn't know what to use. So here I'm trying to figure out if I have letters to spell out school that wouldn't have the same color letter one right after the other. So I think I get it figured out, and then I go for some wax paper so that I can And this is the really cheap stuff, so it doesn't want to come out of the box. I thought I had to start with orange, and then I realized that I needed to start with the yellowish green color, so I take the S off then and change it out for a different color. There we go. Because both of the O's, neither of them were orange. So I was trying to make sure that the colors weren't like right next to each other or too close. And I was watching Netflix, and my computer is like running really slow, so it kept like buffering. It was driving me nuts. And the screen would like go blank if you weren't like touching it, so I had to keep moving the mouse. I don't use the computer much anymore. I work at home now, so I don't craft that much. I've been getting into it a little bit more now, but I have a laptop for work and then my own laptop. So my laptop for work is in my office, and my old laptop that I used to use for work and for personal use is in my craft room. So I start spelling this out, think it's going to fit, and then I realize no, it's not, so I have to move everything over just a little bit. Delicately peel up those letters because I don't want to rip the paper, because that paper is really not the best quality. There we go. So then I'll go and look for some little letters to spell out the word days, and I end up going with gray here just because there's so much gray, and the ink that I use to edge everything is gray, so it's perfect. I just left a tiny little space in between them so the blue background paper sticks out. It's the way I like to do it most of the time. Drinking some iced tea. So here I go with these fabric again. And I ink it because it's going to work now and right above the word school. I know it's orange on orange, but it's a lighter color and I like it there. It adds some texture and it fills in that space perfectly, so I'm happy with it there. But then I decide the left-hand side of the picture is a little bit blank. So I go looking for some die cuts, and right on top I see there's one that says A+, and it has some red in it, and the background papers have red in it as well. So I decide I'm going to go ahead and use that. So I ink it up with some gray Memento ink and get it nestled in where it belongs. And I still have some filling in to do, and I need to get some red over on the right hand side then, so I go looking for something that'll work for that. And these die cuts are nice. These are ones I got. I think it was a Peachy Cheap. It was either Peachy Cheap or Crafty Steels. I think it was Peachy Cheap. I got a whole bunch of die cuts. So they have like something printed on one side, and then the back side is the same color, but it's just blank. So I'm using the blank side. I can't remember what the other side actually says, but it just didn't work. So I'm using the red and white side, just to add a little bit of red up in the upper right hand corner there. And then I need a little something else, so I go in search of that. Can't find it in that pack. I go in a different pack, and then I find a little orange sticker. Probably could have cut some of this footage out because it's just me rifling through die cuts, but oh well. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Oh boy. I have a really busy week coming up this coming week. Ugh. I have something like every day, at least one thing. I'm not used to that. Especially now that I work from home, it's like I've gotten really kind of lazy. So here I'm just adding some more staples because I had stapled that Polaroid picture, so I add some to that fabric arrow just to help tie everything together. So I get those die cuts put away, I'm done with those, and then I get out my enamel dots, and I end up using some of these white stars because I think it adds some nice white pops here and there. And then I use some orange and some green on the layout as well. I got those at Michael's in the dollar bin a while back, so at first I just do 2 clusters, and then I realize I need to put some up in the upper right hand corner. So then I go back and do that. Trust me, I do go back and do that. I must do the misting first, or the splatters. So I just went to my closet to get my sprays, and I end up using a yellow one and a gray one. The yellow is mustard. Oh, excuse me. And I think the gray one is skyscraper, if I remember correctly. Yeah, after I did this, like I sat it down and then I went to use it on another layout and I shook it and it went like everywhere. I don't know what was wrong, but it was like all at the bottom of the screw top, and it just went all over my mat, all over me. I was just like, are you serious? What a mess. So here I go back and I put some enamel dots and a little white star up in the upper right hand corner. And then you will see some up close pictures. So thank you so much for watching. It has been a lot of fun making videos today to share with you all, and I hope you are having a great weekend. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks.